Look at this lush garden. These cucumbers are starting to look a little bit rough around the edges. I need to sow more of them. I mean, this plant has been incredible. I've harvested easily, like no exaggeration, like 40 cucumbers off of this thing, and counting, like maybe more. This thing is incredible. I see another one down here. I'm a little bit sketch of the garden right now. There was 2 snakes mating in my garden the other day, and I don't do snakes. Not a big fan. So anything that touches me in the garden, freaking out a little bit. Oh man, wow, missed one over here. Look at you. Missed you, friend. Oh, there's another one back there too. Man, I had to have harvested more than 40 of these so far. I pick probably 10 off of these. Seems like every day. Ooh. And I missed this one for quite some time, it seems. Is that a cucumber or an eggplant right there? Yep, that one got missed, but I think it'll still be good. The rain in our last rainstorm knocked that one over, but this one is just so pretty. Blows so well when the wind blows. I need to come out and pick some of these off and save seeds from it, but it just keeps raining and getting dry. We've got some salvia in there, some zinnias. Been waiting to harvest seeds from this one, and the celosia is starting to get tall over there. Our little Kajari melon is looking so pretty. We've got a couple of them on here that we've been pollinating. There's one hiding right back there, you can see. I'm so excited for these to grow and get so pretty. They're such a pretty striped color. The sorrel is still doing really good. We are still snacking on sorrel all the time. It'd be really sad if that starts to die out. Now, what is that? I have never seen a leaf do that before. Have y'all ever seen that happen? That's crazy. Have you ever seen such a thing? Half the stem is white, half is green, and half the leaf is white. That is nuts. That is crazy cool. My husband's melon is doing well, it's growing, and the Trommensino Squash has officially come to take over. I've been pollinating these, but they're coming all up this vine. More growing on this side. We still have some growing down this walkway that's actually producing more fruit. In this walkway area, I've been seeing some fruit come on that I need to come hand pollinate. Get these slugs off of here. And in the back, oh my goodness, found them. Look at that. We've got, I think that one might be ready. Oh no, this one got a little bit of blossom end rot, but I'm pretty sure I can still use the whole top of that. There's, oh my goodness, all the bugs are in full effect out here right now. All the pests driving me nuts. Over here we got our little mashup of squash. Goodness gracious, there's so much of it. It's coming off of these vines also. I have a feeling this thing's gonna crowd out this pumpkin that I planted right there. We've got it growing out this side. So that plant over there is reaching all the way over here, all the way through the front of the bed, out there, all the way out here, all the way over there. This thing is crazy. Let's go ahead and harvest this one so we can use what's usable on it. Look at that thing, it's huge. Just put that right over there. I can't get over this leaf, that's so cool. The borage down here has kind of, feel like, met its time. It's starting to kind of uproot itself out of the ground, actually. You can see, man, look at all these cherry tomatoes that are ready to be harvested. Got some trust issues from little snakes. Oh gosh, and our friendly spider right there. Hello. Can I just have some of my tomatoes, please? Just want some of my tomatoes before they crack. With all this rain we've been having. You can see we've got tomatoes all in here. I see some tomatoes, baby.
Are they fresh?
They are fresh.
Fresh? Can we eat them?
You can have one. Would you like one?
Yeah.
Sure.
The tiny one is...
Mama's kind of cracking this thing a little bit.
I want some more tomatoes.
Could you go put some of these on the table for Mommy?
Yeah.
Thanks, sister girl.
Tomatoes on the table?
Yeah. Whoop.
Whoop.
You want to put your hands out and I'll put it in your hands for you?
Yeah.
Make two hands together. Could you put your two hands together?
Yeah.
Then you could hold more. Awesome job, sister. Thank you.
Right here. There. Right there. I put them right there.
Oh, you gonna have that one?
Uh-huh.
We've got some pretty bell peppers in there. And our Shishito pepper plant is still full of peppers. We could harvest on this thing. Oh, that was a rather large caterpillar. Not sure if I'm supposed to grab you with my hand. Actually, let's get you on out of here. These signs my friend made me are doing really well. They're holding up to the rain. That little lacquer she put on them must have been the real deal. These Jimmy Nardello peppers are just not turning red. Please ripen for me. I want some so bad. I really need to get in here and harvest this celery. It's doing so good. And I just have not gotten the juicer out to make juice yet. I'll be saving seeds from this Mexican torch sunflower soon. Oh, look at that little beauty. Our little habanada is starting to put off a couple little peppers underneath there. It's finally getting sun. I've been harvesting some of these banana peppers for our salads, and the Shishito peppers are still doing really good. I need to harvest some more of those. I've actually only got one pepper off of this cubanelle in here. It has not been very prolific. It's actually been kind of slow, I feel like, and I'm still waiting on these Sugar Rush peach peppers to turn. I feel like maybe it's ready, but it said that it's going to be kind of a pinkish color, and I just haven't seen that yet, so I'm kind of waiting. I need to come harvest more basil. Hey sister, do you remember what we bought today at the store? What were we eating that was white earlier? Did we get some mozzarella?
Yeah.
We got some mozzarella that we've been eating with our cherry tomatoes and our basil. How many do you think we ate earlier?
5.
5, probably. And how many did we eat a few minutes after that?
10.
I mean, it might be up to 10 altogether. This little bed is finally doing better. Our black bachelor buttons are kind of like a deep purple. I don't know if they were just mislabeled or if that's what color those actually are. But you can see we've got some others that are blooming right over here. Well, it doesn't want to focus on it. So pretty. The celosia I'm just going to add small to some filler flowers. We've got some nasturtiums. So this bed has not quite done exactly what I'd hoped it would, but it's still growing and it's progress, and there's really very little soil in there, so I guess I should be really content. What are you showing us, my girl?
Some tomatoes.
Oh yeah, do you love those tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very delicious. We've got another squash coming on here. I think this is the second one to grow on this plant, but you can see it's already getting some vine borer damage. Y'all, the pests are ridiculous in these squash beds. The squash vine borers and these snails and slugs are just wreaking havoc on everything. Even when I put stuff out there, it will rain. I've gotten one of these little squash off of it, and then this one, I think that's probably going to be all that we end up getting off of this plant. These little tomatoes in the bed have done well, and around these edges where I harvested our other squash from, I planted some okra seeds. So I'm really hopeful that the okra will pop up soon, and then this will become an okra bed. Look at these bees. They are still tall as ever, and some of the evening sunflowers are starting to open up. Ooh, and look at those bees. So pretty. I actually don't remember even putting sunflower seeds in here. I don't know if we dropped a pack or what happened, but it's quite the happy little accident, and I am loving it. Are you helping, sister? Oh, thank you so much for watering these drenched plants. So helpful. Oh, they might get thirsty, huh?
Yeah, dusty.
Maybe so. These black-eyed Susans in our middle bed are all starting to die back. I did pull out the ones over here that were really dying. Finally, I still have some sorrel growing in there, and I think these are just finally reaching the end. They did go through the freeze last year. They were there for a little over a year, and they're getting spent. We've got more sorrel there. I'll probably plant a little more okra in here, but this has just become the sunflower bed. Over here in our long bed, things are still doing really well. The borage is still big and bright. I've got some oregano down there. I want to say it's Greek oregano, but I could be wrong. Just today, since this morning, we've got almost 1.5 inches, and I emptied it out earlier this morning.
I need some more water.
You'll very rarely find tomatoes because we eat them as soon as they turn ripe. We've got some little yellow pear tomatoes, and these are so cute.
There's some right there.
Oh yeah, there are some right there. Good eye, sister. You want to take these in and put them in our salad later?
Yep.
Awesome.
Then we can eat it.
Yeah, we sure can with our mozzarella. Oh, look, we got a whole bunch in there too. The kale is still doing really good. The pests have actually, thankfully, remained over here on these 3 plants. I am hopeful that they keep doing that, but not gonna be too surprised. Sure, baby. Absolutely. If they start migrating over, I need to just take this tomato out. This is one of our Glacier Tomatoes, and it is pretty spent. But even though the bugs have been eating this one, it's still putting on new growth in there. This one looking really rough, and these are finally, hopefully, gonna give us something soon. All of these marigolds are doing so well. I've been harvesting these and saving seeds from these. These are the white Kilimanjaro marigolds. We've been harvesting from these little cherry tomatoes. I need to prune that basil again. All of our Indian blankets pouring out there so beautifully. More borage in here. We've got some little tomatoes. These are supposed to be a Thai pink egg tomato. They're looking really white. Sure, you can get on my back. This is our 8-ball squash. These things were so great this year. They were so prolific. I've got one more little squash on there, and you can see, gosh, the vine borer damage on this thing is insane. It looks terrible. I planted some amaranth in there on the corners. That will hopefully be growing up real tall. We've got our tomatillos over here. Our tomatillos are starting to fill in, get a little bigger. Gosh, they're everywhere. All this rain, everything is so moist and yucky. I noticed that's what's been eating holes in our Swiss chard right here. Ugh, these things are so slimy. Our magenta magic orange is going to seed, and it is beautiful. I've been harvesting these leaves and putting them in our salads for some color, and I cannot wait to save seeds from this. Look at how beautiful that color is in the garden. It's so pretty. Our Dr. Witchy's tomatillo has been making me wonder if it's a ground cherry, and I've been wondering that because these have been falling off really, really small. And when I look down here, there's so many on the ground every day. And so my little tag, my seed pack, said that they were Dr. Witchy's tomatillos, but I actually think that they might be ground cherries, or maybe these tomatillos are just small. Over here we've got some more Thai pink eggs. We've got, I believe this is supposed to be a habanada. Goodness gracious, the slugs are everywhere. They're literally on every single plant in my garden. This I thought was a Jimmy Nardello. It says Jimmy Nardello, but I pulled one off and it looked like a jalapeno. It was red and small, and I didn't think that's what I planted there. And this is supposed to be a Sugar Rush peach over here. Back here on the back of our big Trommensino squash, the Roselle is doing super good. And I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can get you in here to see this. We've got a little spider friend that caught a mosquito right there. Kind of hard to see. But I was gonna reach in and check for some cherry tomatoes under there and almost got caught in her little web. But this Roselle is doing really well. That Roselle is doing well underneath there. You wanna see the spider?
Yeah.
Oh man, I moved that and messed up her web on accident. She's right there. Sorry, friend.
No.
This is what's going on. I apologize for the shaking today. I got a little monkey on my back. You my monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. These yellow torch sunflowers are so pretty. And I actually have a sunflower that's coming up in here amidst all of these beauties. This side's starting to fill in. Not quite as full as that side, but it's looking so much better. The pumpkins are starting to look a little bit sick. Oh, look, there's another squash in there. Hopefully they don't get all nasty and fungusy, but this is the time of year where it's raining so much every day and things just don't do so great. Right in here, we've got our watermelon radish and a caterpillar friend. It seems this is a pest hunt instead of a garden tour. We've got some watermelon radish that our sweet Esther planted. Do you want to harvest one, sister girl? You want to take that one out?
That one?
Yeah. Ready? You want to pull with me?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That one.
Wow! Look at that, sister. What do you have there, sister?
Radish.
What type of radish?
Radish?
Watermelon radish?
Yeah.
Did you sow that from seed?
Yeah.
Wow. You so proud?
I'm so pretty.
When it rains like this, I've got to come outside and train all of these back up this trellis because they'll start growing wild all over the garden. Put it up there.
I'm trying to get up. To dip a tomato. This little tomato.
The little yellow pear?
Yeah.
You gonna eat it?
Uh-huh.
Thanks so much for checking out the garden with me, friends. I've got a whole bunch of these Trommensino Squash that I saw that don't look like they gotten pollinated yet, or they're new and I know I haven't pollinated them. So I'm going to take some of these male flowers that have fallen off and gotten battered in the rain. I'm going to go pollinate those. But make it a great day, friends.